Good morning, traders. I'm Michael Sabo, Senior Commodities Broker with RJO Futures here in Chicago on a chilly morning, Wednesday morning, October 23rd, with some commentary here in the crude oil market. So let's get started. What do we have going on here today? Well, crude prices quite a bit weaker here on the overnight. As a matter of fact, here the last several sessions, crude prices have been weaker. We currently have December oil trading off about $1.60. It's been quite volatile here. We're trading around 96.70 a barrel. We were as low today as 96.18 so far. So really seeing some weakness here in the crude oil market. The Brent also weaker on the day, although not as weaker, but we're trading around 108.94. That's off a little over $1. But take a look at that spread. I've talked about this spread many times. At one point here so far this morning, we've seen that the WTI Brent spread widening out over $12.50. So really seeing that thing widen. I've mentioned it in so many of these posts. If you don't know how to trade it or you want to learn more about it, give me a call, shoot me an email. We can talk about it. There is a lot of opportunity there trading that particular spread. Part of the reason why we've got crude prices lower, let's see how much time do we have here to start just hitting the list here. S&P weaker here, global markets weaker, a real type of risk-off type attitude. Central banks kind of rumoring in China that they might start to tighten there a little bit. So they start tightening, squeezing in that money supply a little bit. Could be potential there to help cause the demand to further pull back there as they try to control some of the growth that we're seeing there. But I got to tell you, we look at economic reports that come out of China, and we get such a mix there at times, and sometimes it's also, my personal opinion, it's hard to believe, or what you should believe coming out of there as well. We also, one of the things here, if you watch the volume, you watch the open interest and things like that here, we've seen volume actually above average, but we've seen open interest starting to drop, and it's kind of telling me that we might obviously be seeing some long liquidation going on here in the market. So, prices have been under pressure. As I mentioned, the last three sessions, we've really seen some pullback. Where we're currently trading at, we haven't been at these price levels here since going back here to the beginning of July. So you can see we've really seen some weakness in there. Now, we did get EIA data out here today for last week, and traders were looking for a build, surprise, surprise, of about 1.5 to 2 million barrels, came in at about 5.2 million barrel build. So, something I've said in so many posts, look at our total stocks. In my opinion, we've got ample oil out there, and we continue to see builds in the stockpiles here hitting, record levels for this time of year. So it appears we've got plenty of oil out there. The demand side of things, as I've mentioned, also, appears to be very questionable at best. So, you've got the perfect supply and demand situation. It appears you've got ample oil, questionable demand, should help put prices under a little bit of pressure here. Now, all that being said, looking at the technicals here, the short-term technicals in this market, the market is very oversold down at these levels. We did blow through that 200-day moving average, which was closer to around $99 a barrel. We really kind of moved through that area, but we've come down to what I would consider to be a major support area. Give me a call, shoot me an email. I can discuss that with you. We've got a real nice trend line in that market that the market has come down to and basically touched on here today. So this could be an area where we might be getting ready to see a short-term bounce. I think most of the fundamentals at this point are, with the supply side of oil obviously being factored in here. So in other words, I think that although, make no mistake about it here, big picture, I'm still bearish on oil, okay? But here in the short term, I think the market could be setting itself up for a possible bounce higher. I've got some key areas that I'm focusing in on, and then there could be opportunities there to get possibly short. As many of you know, if you've been watching these posts, I've been, kind of bearish on the oil market here. There's been a lot of opportunity there. Give me a call, shoot me an email. I can get into a lot more detail where I think we're heading from here and how you can potentially take advantage of this market. Of course, keep in mind that futures trading does involve a substantial amount of risk. May not be suitable for all traders. Good luck and good trading.